Welcome to the dark side of the force. Here, I think I show up like a couple of seconds late into the match. This map, this gameplay is just describing when you have a team that's, and I compared it, Call of Duty to playing football. Where you got to play quarterback and like lead the team. Where you got a team that could be decent. I mean, they end up being decent, like, but maybe they're new to this game or new to Black Ops or they can shoot really good, but they don't understand the essence of like strategy and like flanking and like positioning and like running the map and spawn camping and all of these different things that advanced players understand. Especially if they look at you and they look at your defense and your way position, they're like, oh, this guy's got a hole up the left side. This team is like completely blindsided. They're not the left. They're not even paying attention. Let's just go around them to the left and flank them and just cause massive damage. Or the middle, which they were doing. They were coming up through the middle on like both sides. They weren't even looking. It was just like these guys were playing completely like noobs. And I'm not shitting on them. They you can have players that be they might have really good coordination. They can aim, shoot, sniper rifle. They can run, but they're poor in like strategy. Like people can come up behind them. They're not paying attention, but they have really good coordination on how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole different aspect, but that doesn't mean shit if you if you're not positioned right, you could still lose. And you'll see that in this game. Like we end up getting slaughtered for the first half and then turn on the mic and which I didn't record. You won't hear me speaking because I'm recording this from theater mode. That way I can pause the game, speed it up, slow it down, you know. So you don't if I don't record live games because um, for the simple fact that I like doing it in theater mode. I can't pause it, I can't stop it, I can't break down. This is like a play-by-play analysis. So let me start it. Let's go. And I chose the wrong gun. I don't know why it does this first. I chose the Type 63. Some apparent reason it had me using the Farah 83.
Hostile snipers
So
working.
I made a mistake. This was my mistake, first and foremost. This is the gun I wanted. I don't know why when you choose a loadout, it doesn't choose a loadout that you ask for in the beginning. Like it automatically chooses like a free loadout. But my go-to gun, as you already know, Type 63, top 5 gun, hands down. Debate me. Type everyone knows Type 63, top 5. I messed up right here. This is where I'm going to get a bigger clip for the LC-10. I'm going to end up getting a bigger clip because I ran out of bullets. Real disadvantage of using a submachine gun because you got to have a big clip. You got to have a large ammo capacity clip when you have an engagement where another person's good and they're running from you. Because I would have killed them. So have a big drum. There's multiple people there. That way, someone runs from you and you're shooting. You gotta reload, blah blah blah. You're gonna get them dead. Quick engagements. It's a wrap. This is where they're as I mentioned, the team is doing bad. They're all in our spawn right now. They're around the corner on both sides. They're spawn trapping us. And I can't run through. I'm running and gunning. They're spawn on this side. They end up coming through the other side. So I noticed this, and this is when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna step back.
Eat this.
And I had my mic on, and I started to tell them, look, slow it down. They're spawn trapping us. Fall back. Fall back. See? Guy's running off. He's a good player. He's not going to just stand there while we're shooting. Decent player is going to come back, and he's going to come around the bottom. To the middle. Smart move on his part. Because if I was a noob, I would have just stood there and pointed the gun in that direction. But he was like, all right, I'm gonna come down through the middle. And again, they came up through the middle, but we end up catching it back up. They end up figuring the things out. Cause look, I spawn. There's a guy right here. They're just sitting there. There's a guy over here in this upper. I'm telling him, look, there's a guy to your left. Pay attention, man. Which he ends up doing. There's a guy up in the middle. Take that person. They took that person out. And then I end up getting popped because they're controlling the middle. 31-9. I move a little further back for the field mic, so because our right side was open, which again it is. The left side is open, which you'll see. Look, we're all in one little spot. This is how bad. Look, all of our teams. Look where we're at. Look where we're at. Just to show you. Let me roll that. Can I roll that back? Speed it up.
Clean shot.
Let's speed it up. And blah blah blah. I get shot. Let's go. All right.
We have a
Field mic. Have a field mic. All right, I die. Spawn back same spot. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look. This is shows you. Look where we're at. Practically our entire team is sitting, focusing on one person. Now the enemy's gonna look and say, "Wow, these guys are really not bright." Once again, they're all in the back of the corner of the right map. Quickly, they're spawning in, coming around to the left side or the middle. This is what they've been doing all along in the game, and I'm just trying to explain to people. This is what you shouldn't do. You shouldn't all come, whether regards you spawn in, focus on one direction. One person, like singly, me as a person, I can handle 1 or 2 people, maybe 3 or whatever, if I got an area cover perimeter. But this is not like, this is the reason why these guys probably losing a lot of matches because of positioning. You could be shooting good or whatever, but strategic positioning means everything in Call of Duty. If your whole team is not positioned in the right key points in a map, you're gonna get fucked. You're gonna get spawn trapped where they're like, you know, every time you spawn in a particular area, they're just sitting there, just picking you off like flies or whatever. And that's what they were doing to us on both sides because they saw the weak spot in our team. You know, until I end up saying, look, QB, slow it down, spread out, stop camping on one side, focus on the entire map. Somebody take the left, you know. And these guys are not using mics. That's another thing too. Guys, if you don't use mics, if you don't mic up, playing with randoms, generally you're going to get a 50-50 chance to win the game because people are not mic'd up. They're not paying attention unless one person is directing. And I did that, and we ended up coming winning this game. You know, they didn't. You have a microphone and you don't use it, that's stupid. You want to win and play. If you're a casual gamer, I get it. If you're a hardcore gamer, you're going to have a mic. You're going to communicate. You know, you're going to party up. 9 times out of 10, you could tell people are claned up or moving because of the other enemy team because the way they're moving positioning, they're talking to each other. They say, "Hey, this guy's he's camping on the top where the broken aircraft is. He's on this particular side on the sand dune camping. There's a sniper in the back on the right side. You know, they're communicating, and 9 times out of 10, if they're decent, they're gonna win against a team that is not good unless they're playing against another advanced team and it goes down the wire. But you gotta have your mics, you gotta communicate, you gotta be positioned right, or you're gonna lose. Playing with randoms with no mics and they're playing like this, you know. But again, they were halfway decent on the trigger and coordinating, so we end up picking it back up. To this guy. This is a common spot to hide in this map. Like people love to congregate in the broken aircraft. It's like having a big pile of doo doo, and then all the flies attract to that spot. It's I call it the doo-doo spot. You know when you have doo-doo and flies track that? The middle map right here. This ridge where the airplane's broken, it's the doo-doo spot. Everyone converges in that spot. Smart. Don't stay right there and try to engage me. Let's put the Type 63, you will lose.
How do you fucking like it?
You are not going to win in a Type 63. I don't care if you got an LMG pointed at me. I got rapid fire on this. You're going to lose. On this corner engagement, hands down, every time, pretty much. Unless you got a war machine or something like that, or a grenade launcher, sure. Long range, hands down, Type 63 reigns supreme. Unless you got a sniper rifle and you're good at sniping, then yeah, then the sniper is gonna have the advantage.
Feels good.
Unless I'm strafing. Now, if I'm moving side to side, sliding and whatever, you get one shot to pop me. Sniper rifle, yeah. Here's where it gets fun. Now we got the lead. I'm gonna engage several people. I kill one, right? Got my field mic. This is where the enemy team, this is so fast paced. Got two. Now they're chasing me. This is gonna be fun. There's 3 players chasing me. Kill. Get the other one. I shouldn't have reloaded. I could have just shot it out with them. It was better off for me to shoot it out. That's why I'm gonna end up getting a big drum. I made the mistake to try to reload when I still had ammo left in the clip. Got popped. Sniper. They were like exactly what I was saying. If I could have shot it out with it. But the team we playing is, as you can see, they're all positive ratio. And they didn't even destroy my field mic. The guys we're playing are running gunners. Like, they're not camp. They're running and gunning, and they're pushing us. You know why? Because if they weren't running gunners, they would have destroyed my field mic by already. That field mic has been sitting on the map for minutes. Look, they're already on spawn. When you play these type of games right here, these teams, they pushing. You will get eliminated. Why I didn't take the shot quicker? This is just human error on my part. 17-12, we're up 71-72. And I heard that whirling. I should have known that was a death machine. That death machine, but watch. I killed them. Death machines are real slow. Pop, pop, pop. That is the worst thing to choose. I don't know why people choose death machine. That is the last thing I would choose as a kill streak. War machine, sure, which I have. Death machine, no. Gatling gun takes a while to spin up, and you're vulnerable. It's not accurate from long range. If I'm hiding behind the which I did, I ended up having my Type 63. I took them out quickly. It's pointless. If you're gonna have something that's heavy damage, have this. Yeah, and it's not as accurate to a certain degree. It's more accurate than the death machine, but it causes massive explosive damage. Massive explosive damage. 23-13, 22-13, and we're up by 87-80. And I helped pull the team back. And I'm not bragging or anything like that, but when you play at when you start playing at a high level and you play constantly, you're gonna see like mistakes in the team, mistakes in the enemy team. Like you'll see it in the first couple of seconds. I shouldn't shot twice on the trigger. Don't know why I did that. 23-13. Yeah, I should have just done a single shot. 24-13. I'm wasting. Now watch this. Now you see that, right? Let me stop it right there. Now, my previous matches, I told you that I recorded on YouTube. Sometimes I might record two matches back to back, so expect it. And then it's just to show you the difference of what can happen from game to game. So I only do this if I'm having two really good matches. I might record and send. And every YouTuber is different, recording back to back. Previous match, I was 14-0. Pulled the trigger on the War Machine, and it went straight to a VTOL. So that was a game clip. You saw just now. I pulled the trigger with one shell left in the War Machine. It shoots. This game, Cold War, still has a lot of bugs, and I could have went 15-0. So you tell me, I don't know what the developers are doing, but I should have had 15-0 in my last match, and it's bullshit, right? But nevertheless, here we go. 99, 91.
Area has been pacified. Good
That's a
work,
wrap.
MI6.
It's a
Was there
wrap.
ever any doubt?
25-13. And they were all my phone positive. Brought the game back. Had to play QB. It is what it is with a fairly okay team against a team that was really good. And this is what it is. So appreciate you tuning in, like and subscribe. Dark Side of the Force. I'm out. Peace.